AEW should do this with Britt Baker or else. In this video, I'm going to tell you what that is, why they have to do it, and the potential fallout if they don't. Because Britt Baker, she is a top star for AEW. She is one of the biggest homegrown talents that AEW has under contract. She has been since the promotion launched in 2019, and now we are finally getting what I believe to be an absolute banger. A banger of a match and a money match. A money-drawing match between her and Mercedes Moné. This match had been dreamed about by many fans within the pro wrestling community for years. Would we get it? Would we not get it? Would it be in AEW? Would it be in WWE? That was the big question. Moné, obviously, in WWE, Baker in AEW. Two top stars, two of the biggest women's wrestlers in the world. Moné, she leaves WWE in May of 2022, goes to New Japan in 2023. 2024, she makes her big arrival in AEW, where she has put the women's division on her back. That's not to say that Toni Storm has not done a phenomenal job as the women's champion, because she has. But Toni Storm is a little bit different from Moné. Moné, top star, big draw. Toni Storm, character-based. Her character is hands down, maybe Liv Morgan, but is probably the best women's character in all of pro wrestling. So it's pretty two different dynamics. If you look at what Britt Baker has done, well, she hasn't done much in the last year. She was sidelined due to medical issues, injury, creative. But before then, and especially during the early days of AEW, during the pandemic era, she was what was holding the women's division in All Elite Wrestling together. She was the glue of that division. And when she was away before AEW and Tony Khan rebuilt the women's division, well, things suffered for them. But by bringing in new talent, signing free agents, bringing back stars, they've done quite well for themselves. So you fast forward to the Forbidden Door pay-per-view event. We finally get the big confrontation between Mercedes Moné and Britt Baker. It's a big moment. Baker has been challenging, depending on the recording of this video. Perhaps the match has already been made official. I expect it to be made official anytime now. Britt Baker, Moné, TBS Championship, all in Wembley Stadium. This is the point of today's video. What is this thing that AEW must do with Britt Baker? It's very simple. You have her beat Moné at All In. You have her become the TBS champion. I'll tell you why. There is a narrative within some fans, as tribalism in pro wrestling continues to run rampant, that Tony Khan in AEW, he signs former WWE talent. That's true. A lot of those signings are former WWE stars. But the narrative is that he just brings in ex-WWE stars and then has them beat homegrown AEW stars. In this instance, that needs to change. Britt Baker, she needs a big-time win. Because even before her hiatus, she wasn't used much. When she was, she would get beat. She was not that top draw, that top megastar that she needs to be portrayed. Right? It's like a beaten dog for some reason. Where we have this great star, but we're just going to beat them. And it's like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing? You need to have her get a big win. And I can't think of a much more bigger win than going over Mercedes Moné. Moné, top star, biggest star. She's made a huge impact on the promotion since joining for the women's division, as AEW continues to climb out of the hole that it's been in the slow and steady decline over the last, year and a half, right? She's been a helping hand in that regard. Putting Britt Baker into a big-time position, having her beat someone like Monet, becoming TBS champion, that would no doubt help things in a very, very big way. And I'm hopeful that they will actually go with this idea, because I think if you just go into All In at Wembley Stadium and just simply have Monet beat Toni Storm, you have Monet go over Britt Baker, I don't know how much that helps. I don't think that helps Monet, and I actually think that hurts Baker, right? Because you've positioned her as this strong challenger, and then if you just go in there and beat her to Monet, I think it takes away her credibility, right? You can build a character off of losses. However, there are some instances where you have to win or you start to lose credibility with the fan base. And I think that is where we are inching closer with Britt Baker in AEW. I could be wrong, but I just feel that's the case. I think you have to be able to do it at the right time, at the right place, against the right position, and the right person. And I think Britt Baker is in an instance where she needs a big win. She needs to remind everyone that she is Dr. Britt Baker with DMD attached. And marking her spot as the lead alpha dog in AEW once again in the women's division, I think is crucial to her future success, her future booking, her future in pro wrestling. WrestleSTAR fam, a few news and notes here. First of all, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. Also, if you would like to further support the channel and my family, please consider dropping some money on a membership, subscribing to that. You'll get additional content. There's a bunch of awesome perks out there, including members-only videos, which I highly recommend you go and check out. Also, if you are looking for some sweet pro wrestling merch, down in the description below, I have a link with some 2 sweet promo codes, including free shipping. All that information down in the description below. Thank you so much for changing my life, my family's life, and supporting the channel. And I will see y'all in the next video.